House of Cards? More like House of White Lies. Well, actually, they're all pretty dark. House of Cards Season 2, what can I say? Well, this is like a House of Cards that's been glued in certain spots, and so it looks shaky, like it could fall apart at any moment, and while some cards do fall off, it doesn't really happen how you expected it at first. When I reviewed Season 1, I had only seen the first 2 episodes, and so I wonder how this could ever be someone's favorite show. And while it's still not my favorite show, I can see how it can be for a lot of people. That hurt. But I deserved it. I mean, by now we all know that this show is amazing, either because you've seen it yourself or because you have someone annoying in your life who insists you must watch it. But seriously, you have to watch this show. Like, right now, drop whatever you know. Finish this video because this is important. You must watch this. Just go watch it after you finish this video. Even though you shouldn't be watching this video if you haven't seen it already, but you get my point. It's a good show. But then the question becomes, does Season 2 live up to the hype created by Season 1? And the answer is Kevin Spacey. I mean, they wouldn't accept that in a test because it's not really a proper answer. But you understand, right? Like, Kevin Spacey. The acting is still amazing, so is the writing, directing, cinematography. The show is well all around, and I never thought I would be so enchanted by a show based in politics. But then again, Kevin Spacey. In Season 1, we learned that Frank will do anything to get what he wants. And if you forgot, don't worry about it. They reteach that over and over again in Season 2. One of the best things in this show continues to be Frank's relationship with his wife. They're just so bad, so despicable, and yet such a perfect couple. Without spoiling it, there are some things revealed about that relationship that, well, it just... well, you'll see. You'll see. Something that is kind of spoilery, but not really, is that this is one of those shows where the protagonist is clearly bad, and yet you root for him. But I can safely say now that after the end of Season 2, I am no longer rooting for him. I'm rooting for the show, though. Netflix is like a mom who's adopted a lot of kids, so you just assume that she wasn't capable of having her own. Well, she had House of Cards. Netflix, I trust in your ovaries. Although in this analogy, you're kind of a whore. Sorry. Something to take away from this is the obsession with power and how it's never enough. And the more power you have, the more people will want to mooch off that power or even take it away from you if they can. So cultivate relationships, nurture them. You might not get as high as you wanted to that way, but it can get pretty lonely up there. Especially if you stepped on people's toes to get there. Don't choose between power or no power, because you'll choose power every time. Choose between good company or being alone, because that's not as clear of a choice, but once you make that choice, at least you know what you're getting yourself into. See you later, crocodile.